Hi, I'm Jacqueline Amorim, final out of America Top Team and UFC 287.
UFC 287, the first time in 20 years, it's going to be in Miami, and it's going to be at Miami-Dade Arena. And you're part of this big historic show. What is it like being a part of it?
I mean, when my manager contacted me, I couldn't believe it. At first, I was like, "Are you serious?" Because no, this is such a big card, like a lot of really good athletes there. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity to fight on this big card. It will be the first fight, so I'll be opening the show. So I think it's very important to me. I can't wait to put in a great performance for everybody.
What is it like? Because you're training American Top Team in Coconut Creek, so it's not far from Miami-Dade Arena. So what is it like being so close to American Top Team to have this fight?
I mean, it's great. You have some of my teammates will be there, so I feel like home. So I'm gonna treat this like another day at the gym. I'm just driving, training, be comfortable in there. So I think that's really good for me fighting Miami.
What is it like training here at American Top Team?
I mean, it's great. I have been training American Top Team over a year now, and I can feel like I'm growing so much. And this year I have a lot to grow yet, but it makes a lot of difference. For a year ago to now to my game, I feel very confident. I have great coach, so that helps a lot for my confidence to come up.
Who have you been working with coaching and also sparring?
My main coach is Conor Silveira, and then I have my box coach Ivan and Coach Anderson, and all my teammates on the Western practice. So they put a lot of work. We put a lot of work on this fight, so we can't wait to show everything we have been working on.
How did you get to American Top Team?
I contacted Conor Silveira first because I was supposed to fight for a belt LFA, and then I contacted them because I want a better trainer. I knew I have to grow because I'm originally from Jiu-Jitsu, so I want to evolve my game to put in my best effort, but I needed more training, more professional training, so I decided to contact Conor and move it to ATT.
What made you decide to get into MMA from Jiu-Jitsu?
I started Jiu-Jitsu really young, I was 6 years old. My dad was always a huge fan of UFC, Royce Gracie, and then I always planned to go to MMA. It was always something that I wanted to do, but first I wanted to compete as much as I can in Jiu-Jitsu, build my name a little bit, so that will help me my transition to MMA.
On this big UFC 287 card, Jorge Masvidal and also Santiago are on it as well from American Top Team. What is it like when you're on a show and there are others from the same gym that are on the show?
I mean, like I say, I'm just grateful to know all this big name fight, and then they give me this opportunity to fight on this card. So I just hope me and my other teammates put in a great show. I know everybody's ready, so everybody put a lot of work on it. And we just can't wait, I just feel very happy, excited. I can't wait for the fight week. I was when the fight week's gonna be here, but yeah, I'm just so excited to fight.
You were an LFA champion. Mm-hmm. What was that like for you in being a champion? And by winning the championship, did that sort of tell you, oh, I've got a chance, I could do well in this? Or did you already were confident enough to know that?
Yeah, I won the LFA belt in February last year, and then I defended too after that in September because I need to build the more experience. I'm still a young fighter of this MMA world. I have a lot of experience with this, but I know for MMA is a huge step. So I defend my belt to grow more confidence, and now I feel ready. That I think that was great for me, for get the extra experience, and I feel ready to step in the UFC.
Goals now, what are they for you?
My goals now is just fight 2-3 times this year, and get the win and see what is next. I'm just getting ready to have a great performance and just grow inside the UFC.
And where did you grow up, and what was it like for you growing up?
I'm originally from Manaus, Brazil, so I grew up there, but I live in the US for 8 years now. So yeah, it's great, for where I come from. Manaus, Brazil, is a lot of talents in Jiu-Jitsu, so I can't wait to represent my country, but I also represent USA because that's where I mostly live at and train, so yeah.
Did you play soccer?
No.
When I hear Brazil, I always do think it's soccer, so it's Jiu-Jitsu or soccer.
More like Jiu-Jitsu.
Lastly, what is it like living in South Florida?
I mean, it's great. I always want to live in Florida. I used to live in South Carolina, but I was I like to live here. The weather's great. It's kind of similar to Brazil. I just love it.
What a change, though. South Carolina to South Florida. Even though they both have South, it's a big change.
It's a big change. I just feel it's a lot of Latino people, Brazilian people everywhere too. It's just great. You feel you're at home.
And the melting pot here too at American Top Team, because fighters from all over the world.
All over the world, you have all these great training partners. A lot of people, a lot of experience. So that's why I said training for a lot of people who has way more experience than me, Joanna, Carolina, and then they help me a lot on the training,
UFC 287, Saturday, April 8th, Miami-Dade Arena. First time in 20 years in Miami. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you. Can't wait to see you on UFC 287.